Hi, I'm Lauren from LSP Actions, and I'm going to walk you through another edit using the Portrait Studio Vogue Photoshop Action Suite. This video is a fast guide for those of you who are already familiar with using the LSP Actions or this collection here. If you aren't sure of any of the steps I'm taking today, please do watch video 1, which is where I walk you through these actions in a lot more depth and detail in a step-by-step tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to be editing this image here, and to start with I'm going to brighten the exposure up just a touch. Now I'm going to come down to the balance and shade brushes. I'm just going to brighten and light up a little bit on the faces here. And the arms, just a little bit there. Let's play the darken brush, and I'm going to bring some dark around the edges of the image. I'm sorry if you can hear seagulls, I'm not sure if you can or not. I've got my window wide open, I live right by the sea, which is lovely, but they can get quite noisy of an evening. Okay, and flatten down. So my vision for this image is a darker kind of background with their little faces and eyes really kind of popping, and their connection here. I'm going to play the red fix, and I'm going to come over the hands with this one and anywhere else in the image that looks a little bit red. Redness in skin can often come from being underexposed, but I do want to kind of keep those a little bit darker because I want the attention coming into the face, and this is not going to be a particularly bright image. I'm going to play some contour magic. This will allow me to kind of really pop some of the highlights out and make the most of some of the darkness in this image here without going OTT. So I'm using a white brush to paint these on and a black brush to hide if I need to. And flatten down. I'm going to warm up this red purple skin a little bit more here. Like I said, it's underexposed, which is one of the main reasons it's kind of showing these colours. Also the white balance is leaning more towards those tones too. Okay, now I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to play the Sublime Portrait Skin. This is going to allow me to have a really kind of rich, creamy, soft skin texture over the areas I wish to paint it on. You can go as heavy or as mild as you like with this one. Apologies for it being a little bit slow to play out. Because I've got what have I got running? I've got Lightroom open, my video recording software, my video rendering software, Chrome. I should close down Spotify, really, because I've been listening to some music today. So my poor computer is having to deal with a lot right now. Okay, so you can see there, it's added a nice subtle kind of creamy smoothness. And flatten down. I'm going to play the cheek, lips and colour enhance here, just over onto this side, just to match the rosiness between them. Flatten down. Now I'm going to work on the details, so I'm going to have some sharpen up. I think I'm going to have detail pop as well, probably bright eyes. are some corrections I need to do. For example, there's a hair grip in here, and there's some little bits and bobs, you know, around the image that I do need to fix separately. Really pop these details out now. Eyes and lips, and then kind of anywhere on that focal plane really. For the strong sharpen, again anywhere there on the focal plane. I need to fix these nails, I need to fix that hair grip. There are a couple of areas I need to do. It's up to you whether you tend to fix areas first or last at the end of your edit. And play soften hair. Again, flatten down. I think I want this face is a little bit brighter, and I want the background a little bit darker, so I'm going to play brighten and darken respectively. And then I can grab a white brush and decide where I want to show these. So the darken brush, I'm just going to come all the way around here. And then the brighten brush, kind of the opposite. Bring that in on their hair as well. I'm just going to super quickly fix these areas here by grabbing the patch tool. I'm going to use the select and fix action. You can of course fix areas any way you want to, and that's here. So I'm going to highlight anywhere I want to kind of correct and hit select and fix. And then we'll just get rid of these. See, in a full-blown edit you probably want to correct the stray hairs anywhere like that. You can do that here with the stray hairs action. Continue. And I'm just going to use the white brush to kind of bring that here and just minimise those stray hairs down a little bit. And flatten down that. Okay, and then I'd probably finish this one off with a texture over the top. So I would use a Camden texture for this one, which is in LSP, but you can of course finish any way you want to. I will show the finished image on the website with a Camden texture over the top. So again, let's take a snapshot and flatten. Add a little contrast. You could add one of the background textures here as well if you have any kind of uneven backdrop going on or anything you want to kind of cover over. You can also add a finisher if you want to. Not sure if I really need to or want to with this one. Maybe a teeny bit. Might add a vignette. I'm going to brush this off the hair a little bit. And take it off in the direction of the light there. Okay, so that is using the LSP Portrait Studio Vogue Retouch collection for Photoshop. I'm going to flatten that one down and see where we started and where we finished. Again, I would recommend correcting all the little things, like for example this image I haven't yet corrected the dirty nails. I'd perhaps match the colour of the dresses a little bit more. But aside from that, I'm quite happy with that edit. You can find this set at www.lsp-actions.com.